wrestling fans around the world on a tragic night. First off, on a serious note, WCC and the rest of the WCC family would like to give our condolences to Heather Powell and her family, the rest of the entire Powell family. On this day, Heather Powell lost her father. To me, it's a little touching because, I had a few issues and a few situations going on with my father as well. Luckily, he made it through. He had a bypass surgery, and he made it through. But other than that, just wanted to give a condolences out to Heather Powell and the rest of her family. Heather, keep your head up. We're here for you. Mm-hmm. But another sad note also, today marks the 3-year anniversary of Umaga. Umaga passed away 3 years ago by a massive heart attack as well. Shout outs to everybody out there in the wrestling world, everybody out in our good old heaven. Before I start choking up because it's getting a little sentimental, but T-Sean Jones coming to you live and direct from Los Angeles, California. It's your boy, EL.CIBERNETICO, alongside with the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. T-Sean Jones.
Hey, what's up, WCC family? It's your boy, Mr. Jones. Yeah, I don't want to say it's a sad cloud right now, but I mean everybody, Heather, in spirit, our prayers go out to you and your family, and it's kind of sad because I'll say this, like I really haven't had a connection with my father, but losing a loved one, it's hurtful. So
right.
So keep your head up. Your family's here. If you ever need to talk, you know how to reach us.
Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, the number to call is always at 760-569-7676, access code 200-446#. Let's start it off real quick. Monday Night Raw. Wow. It was a very controversial night last night. I mean, a lot of people said that Raw was pretty decent. I actually found it a little boring. I don't know, guys. When is the last time a wrestling show been nothing but promos? Can someone please answer me that real quick, Sean?
I'm just gonna say like this, before answering like that. I mean, yeah, Raw was pretty damn boring. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, yeah, but CM Punk go through the table and it was completely boring. I mean, I know how to set up for a pay-per-view, but
right.
I mean, you have to have some type of match or maybe a couple promos, but yeah, nothing that shined out that night.
Right. My God. Let's start off with. You know what? Let's start off with my brother and my uncle Alberto Del Rio going up against Sin Cara. Last night, these two guys went at it. It was a decent match. You know it's going to be a decent match because why? You got the Spanish-speaking ref in there. Am I right or am I wrong?
No, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
What is it about the Spanish ref that helps us out in this match? Honestly, I don't know what to think anymore, man. I mean, I used to defend this guy all the time, and now it's like, are you really botching on your own, or what's going on? How important is that Spanish-speaking referee, involved in this? How important is this, Sean? Like, seriously.
To tell you the truth, I mean, it's really not that important. Important as long as you know how to spot your match.
Right.
But at the same time, I mean, it does give it a good, authentic, touch to it. It's nice to see.
Mm-hmm. These two gentlemen, like, straight out just gave you guys a good high velocity action-packed luchador match, not a fucking wrestling match, a luchador match. But I'll admit, this was what tripped me out the most. Alberto Del Rio was a little rusty last night on his lucha skills.
Okay, I was wondering. I wasn't going to say anything because, I mean, I know Alberto is your boy,
Right.
And I mean, he did kind of didn't have that same step. You know what I mean? When I saw that match, and
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but I think Sin Cara kind of helped out just a little.
Just a little, actually. You're right about that. Even if you pay close attention, even Ricardo Rodriguez was like even coaching the guys. Come on, guys! Like, hey, let's finish this. Let's take this home. Helping them with their spots as well. I don't know if you pay close attention to that match, he's actually coaching them during the whole fucking match.
Tragedy.
Exactly.
When you have your assistant out there, he's not even in the match. He's just like, calling it for you. Even you have two other guys. You have the referee. You have, Ricardo just helping out. So it's like, I don't know if it's because of, Alberto keep going up against Randy Orton and it's kind of breaking him down.
Right.
But,
speaking of breaking down, once again, Raw. What's going on? Tamina Snuka going up against AJ Lee for the very first time, I believe.
Yeah.
An old school move, really?
Tragedy.
Again?
Tragedy.
What's going on, gentlemen? I mean, seriously, like this is getting a little weird.
I mean, what can you say about the Divas division? You don't have that division. It wasn't like what it is now back then, because like when you had women like Lita, Trish, Molly, Jazz, they had some serious good-ass matches, but now you got these divas in here now that can't really put it on right. I mean, I'll say you have two good ones, and I'll definitely say it's not AJ Lee and Tamina.
Right.
You have Eve, and then I'll say Natalie. From whatever she's still there. Even Layla.
Right.
They're good, but you got these two women who haven't really got in the ring to show off or showcase or anything, and it's kind of making it look like, like a lazy cat fight.
Right. I mean, when you saw AJ go for that sass press, it was like you knew this was over. It's like you knew this was over for Tamina, because Tamina was just standing right there, like, come on, just hit me with it. Let's get it over with.
And I'm sad because this is the daughter of Jimmy Fly Snuka, and I know she has more in her arsenal. I know than just being a tall, chick, who, I mean, she's a powerhouse too in
Right.
her division. And I think what they should have done with her, not just saying to repackage her as, Vicky Guerrero's bodyguard, so to speak,
Right.
but they need to do something a little bit more with her, because when she came into WWE with the Usos, once again, another, team that sucks. I mean, they don't suck, but they don't get to showcase a lot. With her, she has the potential, but she just needs to work on something, and that match was just considered lazy.
Speaking of lazy, let's move on to the Divas match. John Cena and Sheamus going up against Ziggler and Big Show. And yes, I said it correctly, the Divas match.
Wow, okay. I was wondering, like, wait a minute, what the hell?
Oh, man. This one was too easy to call. I mean, if you guys weren't paying attention, this match went on for a good about 15 or 20 minutes. It was a main event in the second hour. John Cena and Sheamus ended up picking up the win. AA on, I believe, on Ziggler for the win.
Yeah.
Big Show is your world champ, and you're jobbing on Raw for the second night.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the main question is this. Everybody wants to talk about this. What's going on with, Ziggler? Are we going to see him cash in anytime soon? People are saying, is John Cena going to end up taking his briefcase away? There's rumors are speculating that this will be Dolph's last major opportunity to cash in, but which he won't. I don't know what you think about that, Sean.
Man, let me tell you, like you with Alberto, I defended this guy from all the way from season 5 to season 6 of the Fantasy League.
Right.
When he had that briefcase, I'm thinking, all right, he got it. This is his step up. This is his next evolution of him, of Dolph Ziggler. This guy has so many opportunities to cash in the briefcase. And a lot of people say, well, no, he's not dumb. He's not going to go up against Big Show. He's not going to cash in on Big Show.
Right.
And I'm like, shoot, why not? Go ahead. Go for it. This is your moment. Do it.
Right.
And now you got him and John Cena going at it in a feud, which both of them are not really even not even on the same show.
Right.
Dolph Ziggler is supposed to be on SmackDown. John Cena's on Raw, but he's been getting in the mix because of Vicky. But I'm starting to give up on Dolph Ziggler now. It just seemed like, dude, you went through almost three pay-per-views and you did not cash in your briefcase.
Right.
So,
You know, I really feel your pain on that one because at one point, I'll admit, guys, I mean, in a few minutes we'll be joined by the whole entire WCC family. But, you know, real quick, you know, Sean, I really feel your pain on that one because Dolph Ziggler, I mean, seriously, I didn't like the dude. I never really liked the guy. Yeah, he got my skills, and yeah, he could take a bump, but that's it. What else can he do? Nothing. I'll admit, he reminds me a lot of Edge. And yeah, fuck Edge. But
ooh,
still.
wow, whoa.
Yeah.
You say he reminds you of Edge. Wow.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. You know what? At one point, people were saying, "Well, he's the next Mr. Perfect." Fuck no, dude. I'm sorry.
See,
At least.
I mean, I thought he was going to be like, you know, and I kind of hate to say it, he's kind of remind me of the next Billy Gunn. You know.
Wow.
I mean,
you know what?
It's like he'll get to that point where it's like, okay, this guy got the charisma. This guy got the edge. You know, he got the moves and stuff like that. Like, yeah, he could be champion, but nope.
Mm-hmm.
He'll never reach that championship. No, it's right at his fingertips. And the WWE is going to do. I feel the WWE is going to do the exact same thing that they did to Jack Swagger.
Oh, a champion they will never forget.
A champion that you want to. It's like do we even remember the Jack Swagger as champion? And that's what exactly think is going to happen with Dolph Ziggler. We're only going to remember him as the guy that had the briefcase and then dropped it.
Right.
And,
wow.
And
you know what? I'm really convinced. A lot of people say, you know, it's his time. Dolph is going to be your next world champ. My thing is this: why would you want a champ when even Vince doesn't like the idea of it? At one point he did. Don't get me wrong. At one point he did. But now that he got these new beasts stacked up in FCW, it's like now anybody could be that next world champ. What am I talking about? Of course, the Shield. Yeah, that's the name, the Shield. You know, as I'm rolling my eyes. But, yeah, the Shield decides to powerbomb, like, let's see, they got Kane already. Mm-hmm. They attacked Randy Orton last night.
Yep.
And you got Ryback. Let me guess. You guys want the whole locker room after you guys and then get buried? Ouch.
That's not a right move, Vince. You're screwing it up again. But then again, I think I know where they're going with this. And if anybody hasn't figured it out yet, so far they, like you said, you named the victims of Shield. They never went after John Cena.
Right.
So my thing is, why haven't they got John Cena? You know, they keep saying, oh, you know, they work for Punk, but they haven't really went up against John Cena.
See, and a lot of people are speculating. Are they working for Punk? Are they working just for him? I'll admit, I believe it was you who threw it out there. What if they were working for Swagger? I was like, wow. my thing is this. It seems like, I know Ronnie's going to probably get mad when I say this, but I believe it. It's true. I think Shield will go till Royal Rumble, kicking people's ass, and then it's going to fade out and fade away. But on the good side, Ronnie, I hope he's listening. On the good side, Ronnie, you'll probably have to wait another 6 months to see these guys come out individually.
Yeah, because they still want to make a name for themselves.
Right.
And not only that, I mean, they're trying to keep people on their toes, you know, trying to keep them guessing, like, well, who's going to be the next victim? You know, they're not going to have a full match.
Right.
You know, just, you know, individually. So we won't even be able to see.
And the fucked up part is, once again, they're going to, you know, like I said, attack one by one. Each of their matches are going to be 3-on-3, and that's it. But wait, we're supposed to be happy because The Rock is back in January? And Brock, maybe, possibly, you never know. And possibly Triple H might come back as well. And Undertaker. So now you got 4 big names versus your 3 Shield.
Right.
It's like, who's going to come out on top out of all of that?
I mean,
and trust me, yeah. Vince loves everybody. He doesn't love everybody that much, though, to have all of them under the same roof.
Right. I mean, you got, you know, in your egos.
Exactly.
Brock, Rock, Undertaker, those are the 3 biggest names that got the biggest egos.
I mean, unless you want The Rock to tell Dean Ambrose, you know, what is your name? It doesn't matter what your name is. Rock bottom. His career is over.
Yep.
We'll see you in FCW. Come back in 6 months. Really? Is that what you want? Undertaker comes out, I'll take care of all 3 of you. Rest in peace, bitches.
And that's
really?
one of my fears. It's like, okay, with WWE, will we see Undertaker versus Shield? Will this be the WrestleMania that everybody wants to see? Is Undertaker take on an elite team?
I mean, do I have to bring it back up again? Don't we all remember what happened at Legacy at SummerSlam against DX? Yeah. Probably the most bashing ever I've ever seen. Legacy going up against DX parried you, and that's it. You all broke up and went your separate ways.
Again,
and look who's standing still. Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, and that other guy. Ooh, yes, I said it.
Ooh, brutal.
I'm just being honest, man. I mean, let's get real about it. Let's break it down real quick. Do you want to go into the main event, or we just bring in the whole fam in?
You know what? I think everybody is cold, so let's bring them in.
I know, right? WCC, what's going on? You heard what we had to say.
Oh my gosh, I want to talk. The Shield, and I just wanted to bring up a good. I like some of what you guys were talking about the Shield. I don't think they're going to die off after, you know, they split up at Royal Rumble. I do think that they're going to split up after Royal Rumble, or sometimes just short of Elimination Chamber. But the issue I have to bring up, you said Dean Ambrose gets rock bottom, but, you know, after he said, what is your name, and it doesn't matter what your name is. Well, look at who the last 2 people The Rock did that to. It made them. The last 2 people
afterwards, sir.
Well, hold on, because I can barely make out what you're saying. It sounds like you're eating your phone. I'm sorry.
I didn't hear nothing he said.
The last 2 people that The Rock told that to, you know, it doesn't matter what your name is, it made them a star. You know, one of the latter is treading, you know, the undercard / mid-card range, and that's Santino.
Ronnie, are you a speaker? I mean, seriously, it sounds like you're talking through a CB.
Yeah. I heard him say Santino.
I like to order a number 5 right now.
Can you hear me better now?
There you go.
Can you hear?
Yeah, you sound better now.
Okay. What I was saying is the Shield. You guys were bashing them, and you were talking about The Rock come up to Dean Ambrose and be like, "What is your name?" It doesn't matter. Well, the last two people that The Rock has done that to, the last two people, it made them.
And who are they?
Who was it?
Well, the one that is treading, there's one that is treading water right now, who is treading the mid card, lower or the undercard, which is Santino, and the other one is Ziggler.
Well,
because remember, Ziggler used to go around and go like, "Remember, my name is Dolph Ziggler. Remember my name, Dolph Ziggler." He went around and did that, and he ran into The Rock, and that happened. It was very early on in Dolph's career, but still.
Let me
Ronnie, but we're still. Let me take those, son. Ronnie, we're still right about it. Look what happened to both of them. I mean, Santino, the highest achievement he got, U.S. champion.
No, Intercontinental. He got the Intercontinental.
You're telling me that the Intercontinental is stronger than the U.S. belt?
Well, that's a toss-up, but I'm just saying the IC title and the U.S. title, he both have had. And the IC title was immediately after the fact. The IC title was immediately after the fact. But with going back to Ziggler, you guys think that this is a bad thing. The only big thing could happen if John Cena doesn't win, which, by the way, I posted this on the forums. I can see this happening. Like everybody else is talking about how, John Cena, if he wins the title, wins that briefcase, it's an injustice. Well, why can't the Shield come out and block him just before it happens?
It could, but...
Yeah, it could.
Because that would be an injustice to Dolph Ziggler to force to have him put up his money in the bank.
Okay. So then this goes back to the same thing I told Sean. So, are you ready for the whole damn Raw locker room to fuck your boys up?
What whole locker room?
Like one night they're not gonna all
the Shield right now is only the Shield is only attacking faces if you pay attention right now. So it's not the whole locker room. So Shield is definitely going to be a heel stable. So that eliminates half the roster right there. And you missed that he attacked the Miz. They attacked the Miz, and I'm not going to spoil it, but we'll find out something big this week at SmackDown about them. But the Shield is just right now treading water to be the mid card. That's fine. We have Ryback and Hell No and the Miz and Randy Orton, who they've attacked. Now, who says they can't add a fourth person? If you believe that Maddox is with them, then that's your fourth person. And going back to Dean Ambrose has been talked for a while now. They just can't figure out who they're going to put him against for his first feud. And right now we have him. The options are Miz, Daniel Bryan, Kane, or Ryback.
Right. All right, Sean, go ahead. Not to cut you off, Ronnie, but go ahead, Sean.
Yeah, I was going to say, with Shield, I understand I know you're a huge fan of the guy, but the thing is this, when you said the rock bottom and made people,
Chris Jericho.
He made a lot of people, but at the same time, some of those kind of went south. Like, let's think about it. Remember the Hurricane?
Hurricane was awesome, and that was killed that was politics that killed that.
And you don't think it'll happen the exact same way with one of the guys with Shield?
Well, Shield, you have The Rock's cousin, and then you have two people that Triple H is very high on, which is Ambrose and Rollins right now.
So you're thinking just because they're family, they're gonna hook each other up?
I'm not thinking that they're hooking each other up, but think of it this way: you always start off. Well, you always start off a heel. If you pay attention to stables throughout both companies or all companies that ever happen, you always throw the stable against the top opposite faction or opposite group. Either if it's a heel stable, you throw it against top faces to build up the names in the first place. Sure, Legacy died out like you guys were saying, and Cody Rhodes and that other guy, whoever it was, didn't really go anywhere. But Cody Rhodes eventually got his own feet. But they're mid-carders, so I'm not expecting, Shield to be main eventing WrestleMania against The Undertaker like you guys threw out there. But I'm expecting, next summer.
But that's our whole point. Like, what do you do with these guys? Okay, so they
next
run
summer. Okay, once you kill off the Shield, you throw.
I know you love Dean Ambrose.
But
this is going to be your next champ, though. That's my thing. Why are you going to do it right now when you got too many people?
Who's the next champion? They're not going to be the next champions. Not for at least a year or two.
Comfortable with them getting buried right now, so 6 months later, then they'll be.
No, I'm not comfortable burying them right now, because if you bury them now, then they're screwed. Then you don't make them into names. If you bury them too soon, they don't become stars.
Right.
What I'm saying is, you build them up until sometime after Royal Rumble, or at Royal Rumble, have them in the Royal Rumble, and maybe Seth Rollins accidentally knocks Dean Ambrose out, or something like that. You just start little pieces of them separating for after the Royal Rumble, and then next summer we can have, once Cody Rhodes is back, let's say Cody Rhodes versus Dean Ambrose, if Cody's a face at that point. Or Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins for the IC title.
But my thing is they're still mid-carders, though.
That's mid-card. You're saying the IC is not a mid-card title?
No, I'm saying they're going to still be mid-carders. Wouldn't you want them to be main eventers?
Not initially. Ryback has only got pushed for this because Vince McMahon likes him a lot, and I think he's actually going to end up, after Royal Rumble or right around Royal Rumble, you're going to see Ryback push back to mid-card, upper mid-card.
So you don't think Ryback will destroy these guys and that's the end of Ryback's push?
No, it won't be. It'll be a slow die-out for his push, I think.
Okay. Well,
I don't think... Because they've built him up as a star now, so you don't kill him off now because he's still making you money. You don't kill off that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well,
let's go. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was saying, let's go to good old Georgia. WCC head of security, Mr. Jacob Marshall. Jacob, my question to you is this: are you ready to see the Shield as your next champions?
No.
You can't put him as the next champions.
Wait a minute. Why not, Gabe? Why not, Gator? Tell us.
First of all, it's a lot of people that don't know who the Shield is. I know everybody is breaking them up, but it's a lot of... They changed the format and everything back to PG. It's a lot of people that probably haven't been watching wrestling that don't know who these guys are. I know they've been around, but it's like, who are they? What are they doing? All I'm seeing in the storyline is they beating up people, all your faces. They just going after people. Is there, like somebody said, I forget who said it in the group, but somebody in the group said, do they actually have a mission? Do they have a plan? Like, you just see them going after different people every week. They come in, disrupt, then they leave. Like y'all was saying, them having a full match, I don't see it for a while, at least, because nobody knows who they are. And they're not big enough yet.
Right.
So they gotta build them up some kind of way. I understand. You're trying to make a name for them, and you're trying to get people to know who they are. But like y'all said, he's done that with a few different groups, and where are they now?
Exactly. All right. Let's ask the same question goes to Paul Martin. What do you think? Are you ready for these guys to be main events, next champions?
I see probably within about a year or two, just give them time. Don't totally rush into things. So it's like I just say, just give it time. Just don't rush into things. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right. Yeah, I agree with that statement. People are trying to rush their image before they even get built.
All right. Paul, I know you're into some comic books. I know you're into, that animation, cartoonist, stuff like that. My question is, Paul, do you think the Shield is going to team up with Punk, or is this some kind of cliffhanger that WWE is just teasing you with?
I actually think they are working for Punk. They're just fucking around with everybody, like right now, saying that they're not. But who knows? Because it's like they might switch something and say that they're working for somebody else. But who knows? But it's right now. It's just a big load of fuckery.
Right.
On that point, I would say that they're working for Paul, and Punk doesn't know it, or does know it, but is a separate case. I'm looking at Paul's storyline for whoever he's with is each group or person he's tied with is a client of his, like he's a sports agent. That way, if they ever do show up in the same ring together, then you have Paul's actual group together, and then they would be alliance at that point.
That sounds reasonable. Sean, what do you think about that?
That's a good thought.
I won't even argue that one. That's a pretty dang good one. But it's like, you still have that cliffhanger. Who are they really working for? Because they said it. They don't work for Punk. And
they never were asked if they worked for Paul. They were asked if they worked for Punk.
Bingo.
You have to keep it.
Bingo.
You have to keep that. You have to keep that in mind. That's why I think that just like Brock Lesnar isn't brought up with Punk, Brock Lesnar is a talent of Paul Heyman's. CM Punk is a talent of Paul Heyman's. This Shield I think, will be a talent or group of talent of Paul Heyman's. Once they're brought together, then you have their alliance. And then you can actually call them the Dangerous Alliance 2.0, because they're different people, each with their own entities, but then once brought together, just like the Avengers, then they're a group.
Yep, exactly right.
We have the
all right. We are joined by good old Ro, all the way from Milwaukee. Ro, break it down. Do you believe that CM Punk and the Shield are working together? And if not, why not?
Like Paul said, I'm a comic book guy, and you can have you know how they had Spider-Man and Thorn and the Hulk and stuff like that. I think it's gonna be that type of. They're gonna use that scenario, but in the WWE's way. I mean, it'll just be too predictable. Like, oh yeah, we work for CM Punk. Yeah, Straight Edge Society 2.0. Yeah. I mean, let's go a different. Let's go a different route. Let's just say, okay, we work for Paul. We got your back, and it could be like, okay, well, Paul be like, CM Punk got him matching his right back. Well, Maddox, if you want to get in this company, look at my portfolio. It speaks. Just look at Paul Heyman's fucking portfolio. It speaks for itself.
Right.
Austin, Taker, Rude, whole bunch of names right there.
Thank you. His portfolio. You don't even got to interview the guy. Just look at his resume. It speaks for itself.
All right. Say if Paul was working with they were Paul's guys. Okay.
Right.
Now, which out of the three are you gonna pick to become your next champ? Or better yet, which one is going to stand out to destroy John Cena, CM Punk, or Randy Orton?
I mean, I'm a Seth Rollins guy, but he's a natural baby face. I'll probably have to go with Roman. I'll have to go with Roman Reigns because he's the bigger of the three.
Were you impressed by their promo a few weeks ago with Michael Cole?
Yes, I was impressed.
Yeah, when he said, I got something to say, we're finished, I'm like, wow, okay. That's what's up.
That's how you end an interview. For real.
Wow. Interesting point, gentlemen. Moment of the night. Are you ready for this? So, it turns out our main event is going to be Ryback versus CM Punk at TLC. Gentlemen, predictions.
Well, I hate to do this, but from what I found out, I think CM Punk has been cut out of the main event at TLC.
Yeah.
Really?
Okay,
Yep.
Apparently, breaking news. CM Punk.
That's a spoiler that I wasn't trying to say.
Hold on. CM bitch ended up fucking up his knee, so he had surgery today, by the way. Go ahead, Ronnie, break it down.
Wait, hold on. Wait,
spoiler alert, if you don't want to hear this, mute or hold the phone away from your head for 10 seconds. Count to 10 and I'll be done.
2, 1.
Ryback, teams of Team Hell No versus the Shield. That's your new main event
5,
for Raw.
6, 7,
Wait, Ryback.
8,
Break it down one more time. What?
That fool is counting hella. He's counting hella slow.
I believe he got 4. I believe he got 4, but yeah.
That was hilarious.
Y'all done with the spoiler?
But yeah,
I'm done with the spoiler.
Okay.
But apparently, I think WWE has, I guess, posted up, something different was going to come too, because there was a picture of Vince McMahon saying something has changed. And my thing is, like, when I saw it said CM Punk in surgery and he might be out for 2 weeks or whatever for his knee, I'm like, okay, so they are going to change it. They have to change it. So it's another John Cena moment.
They're protecting their pay-per-view for January. That's the reasoning behind it. They don't want to mess up that main event match.
Oh wow, WWE's not messing up? No, that can't happen.
No way.
That's why they're changing it, because they don't want to mess up that match.
They messed it up when they messed up from the very beginning when they brought Brock Lesnar after WrestleMania. So this right here ain't really nothing.
So wait a minute. I have read somewhere that they're supposed to be doing Team Hell No and Ryback versus the Shield.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was a spoiler.
That was just fuck. Ah, shit. Fuck. Oh well, whatever.
That gets announced at the beginning of SmackDown.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this now. Well, we've seen the Shield together for probably the last time because Ryback is gonna botch one of those motherfuckers.
Right. Thank you.
Wait, is this gonna be like is this gonna be just a normal match, or is it gonna be like
They haven't said the stipulation. All that's been announced is that's the match. And since it was originally the match was going to be Ryback versus CM Punk, I have the feeling we're going to see it also be a TLC match. I can see that happening.
You know what they can actually do? They could pretty much do the contract on a pole match, pretty much. I mean,
they could do a couple different things.
Yeah, because you could do it like, okay, if the Shield win, or if the Shield win, Brandon Maddox, whatever his name is, get a contract in the WWE. If the Shield doesn't win, then whatever.
Well, I got a question for the admins of this call. Does Randy Orton have currently a TLC match?
Not that I know of.
No.
So he could be a surprise person to help out Team Hell No / that, or since there was talk of maybe Randy Orton going heel, maybe he's behind. No, he can't be behind Shield.
Okay.
Randy already had his group. I don't think Randy is due for another group. I mean, I miss Legacy. I miss the fuck out of Legacy.
I missed the fuck out of Evolution. What are you talking about? Randy's first group he was in.
I know. Well, yeah, I know. But, like, I miss, like, you know, those like two of my favorite stables of the post-Attitude era.
All right.
I would have to agree with you on that.
Keyshawn Jones, break it down. What's going on for TLC plus more?
Well, like I said, or like Ryan said, you know, it's the 6-man tag matches that's supposed to be happening. Wow. I do believe Big Show is going to go up against Sheamus for the title again.
In a chairs match, is it?
Yeah, it's a chairs match.
I believe so.
I'm actually wanting to see that. And I don't know if anybody saw, but the last time that the World Heavyweight Championship was the main event of a WWE pay-per-view, as in the last match, was 2010 Elimination Chamber when Chris Jericho won.
Sean, let's go back to Dolph Ziggler and John Cena. On that one, how do you write it out?
I'll write it out. I would have, you know, Cena and Dolph Ziggler going up for the title. AJ comes out of nowhere. Vicky comes out of nowhere. I'll say it's just like either suplex or just hit her with a chair. And Cena looks at AJ. She's hurt. Dolph Ziggler goes up for his briefcase, and there you go. Dolph Ziggler keeps the briefcase, and I'm praying that he cashes it in, but that who knows.
I have it differently, kind of.
Go for it, Ro. Go for it.
Like to establish Dolph Ziggler, he has to get a victory over Cena, but it has to be by pinfall submission. It can't be like he wins a ladder match. So how I will have it is I have John Cena win the briefcase. Wait. I know there's some Cena haters. I'm one of them, but I will have Cena win and have Dolph, rematch it next Monday night on Raw. There you go. Dolph is established as a champion, and as one of the next guys in line for the championship, and there you go.
Okay, so wait a minute. So you saying that Dolph Ziggler needs to be a legitimate top contender? He has to beat John Cena in a pinfall and not in a specialist match like a ladder match. But
yeah.
Why would you say that, Rose? Like, I mean,
because it's ladder matches,
and it's at a pay-per-view too. So
ladder matches are, I don't know, they're good feud enders. Good way of ending a feud. But this feud has just started. You want, and plus, he never beaten John Cena, so, I mean, a ladder match, it really just be like, okay, I neutralize.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
I totally get what he's saying.
All right. Jacob Marshall, are you a betting man? Are you going to bet up against Cena or Ziggler?
Am I going to bet up against Ziggler or Cena?
Like, I don't always want Cena to win, but, it's just,
I'm a betting man, but I think it was said on the conference Monday night. Dolph's not going to give up a case yet.
Not bad.
I don't think it's going to happen yet.
All right.
Paul Martin. That's just me thinking.
Paul Martin, put your pants back up. Are you a betting man? Are you going to bet against Cena or Ziggler?
That's a tough call because I am actually defending stuff, but the one thing is that if actually John Cena wins the briefcase, I think that would be one of the ridiculous storylines of the year because, okay, first of all, he actually lost. He didn't actually win his briefcase when he won it in the first place, and then he's going to get this. I think that is buffoonery.
Mm-hmm. I bet $100 that Ziggler wins and cashes in. I bet $100 that Ziggler wins and cashes in on Sheamus after Sheamus wins the world title again.
Okay, I can kind of see that.
Okay. Let's go with Brother Jones for the Big D himself up in Dallas, Texas. Brian Jones. Are you going to bet? Big Red, exactly. Or did he hang up on us already? No, he didn't. Okay, Big Red. Question is, are you going to go up against, take Cena for the win, or are you going to take Ziggler for the win?
I'm taking Ziggler.
Why is that?
Because, man, Ziggler deserves this push, for one thing. And for one thing, I'm not ready to see them stick a title back up Cena's ass yet.
Right.
He does need to be nowhere in no title picture right now.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Give these other guys a chance to hold the title. Give some of these up and coming guys that's actually showing their worth in the title picture. Leave them in the title picture.
Okay, who is name somebody.
Dolph for one deserves to be there.
Okay.
That guy's been putting in major work.
I agree.
All right, name another one.
I think everybody agrees with Dolph.
JTG.
All right.
See, wait, bro. Did you just say JTG?
I'm joking.
Oh, wow. No. And the reason why I said that, because somebody, when you said JTG, somebody just left the damn room. See what you did? See what you did? You made somebody leave the room because they thought you were serious about saying JTG.
That's funny.
Hey,
That is funny.
Wait, hold on. I do apologize. I was just joking.
That was disrespectful. You were being disrespectful.
That was disrespectful. That was disrespectful.
Wait, L.
Oh, they came back. They came back.
L. I got a question for you.
All right.
15 minutes till my birthday. That's all I got to say.
Oh, my God.
Oh, Lord. L, I got a question for you. Who are you going to go with Ziggler or Cena? We haven't got your opinion.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to go there. You know what? I'm gonna stir it up for you guys a little bit. Why not? Why not John Cena? Here's the deal. John Cena wins, but once again, he can't pull it off.
I would love it.
Red, I agree with Red with what Red said. Give it to somebody else. Let somebody else win it. Let somebody else ride the fucking horse and take off with it, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm. But my thing is, here's Cena's chance again. He tries out, does it, he fucks up again. Simple as that.
That'd be actually interesting. Are you saying that he would cash it in that night against Show or or Sheamus?
No. He would be stupid enough to, knowing Cena, he's gonna get the whole all the crowd hyped up and be like, I'm gonna do it again, and then he does it and he fucks up. Now, because here's one thing people are forgetting about Cena though. The guy is getting old. He's getting hurt. He's getting fragile. I mean, Chris said it a while back on the Uncensored show. Chris said a while back, this is too much fucking weight for Cena to be carrying right now on his back.
Yeah.
So I just see Cena giving us a hint, like saying, hey, you know what, guys?
it's time for me to go fuck with Nikki Bella real quick. Meanwhile, you guys go play with that fucking belt anyway.
I like how you put that.
I mean, to me,
I like how you put that too, but I don't think that's going to happen.
To me, I would have, like El said, you know, like, if he loses, you know, get this briefcase, loses, blah, 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 I would have him look like he's depressed. Like, you know, what the fuck is up with me? Like, going to depressed state.
Yep.
That does make sense. I do like that idea, him getting depressed. That's kind of like what I was saying back in right around SummerSlam. I thought they should have done something like that.
Right. And another thing too, he also lets all you CM Punk fans out there, he lets CM Punk go one on one with The Rock clean. I'm not gonna fear any match. Take him.
Well, he can't. He can't. If he wins, if he gets a briefcase, it's only for the world title, not WWE.
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Like I said, he tries to get it again and he fucks up. It's like, oh man, like what do I gotta do? So now he goes into depression mode. Hey, fuck this, I'm out. You know.
Right.
Let you guys handle it.
Depression.
So
I think that can happen with Ziggler winning the briefcase. Like Cena can't get it done anymore. Ever since he lost against The Rock, he can't do it. So it builds up for Rock Cena thing for later on.
So
I mean, let's be honest. That's what happened with Jack Swagger. He kept losing. He kept losing. He hit the mid cards. He kept losing. He went into depression mode. He's out.
But like Chris said it a while. Chris said it last night on a conference call too.
Right.
Like, in order for John Cena to go down, not my words. This is Chris' words. Like, in order for John Cena to go down as one of the greatest superstars, blah blah blah, he has to have that one guy that he's never beaten.
Right.
And that would be The Rock. Like, he can never just like beat The Rock. Like, that would be like, you know, kind of like how Shawn Michaels is. Like, he, you know, as much as he tried with The Undertaker, he just can't beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania. He could beat him in any other match, but, you know, when it comes to WrestleMania, no, you just cannot fuck with The Undertaker.
Well, isn't that true? You could say the same thing with Cena versus Cena versus CM Punk, though? Has CM Punk ever lost to John Cena?
No, but it was a draw. It was a draw, though, but that's different with CM Punk and Cena.
Yeah, because here's the thing. John Cena actually did beat CM Punk, but it was never for a world title. He beat CM Punk on SmackDown one-on-one. But
I mean for straight out for the title. That's all I was getting at.
That's what I'm saying. Like he never beat CM Punk for the title, but he beat him one-on-one. You know, just a regular match. It seemed like everybody was trying to say, like, you know, what you're trying to say is like John Cena never beat CM Punk. So it's just like, well, I mean, with John Cena's high career, he just never beat a high-profile superstar. So it's like
right, like Hogan will go down, you know, for never beating The Rock.
Right.
As good as Hogan is, he never beat The Rock. Never could beat The Rock. You know, even because it was a one-time match. Never could beat The Rock. You know, that will make him great because, you know, like, okay, well, I beat everybody, but it's just that one stick in the road that I just can't get over. You know, I can get over everybody else, but, you know, and that would be John Cena, like, well, I would say The Rock, in The Rock's case, it would be Stone Cold, but he beating Stone Cold. It really was hard to find The Rock's Achilles to, you know, it'd be hard as hell.
That's true.
But wait, he never really beat Triple H. Wait, yes, he has.
Yes, he has.
No, wait. He has beat Triple H.
But you know what? The way they got shit going, I won't be surprised to see the Shield get involved with that match on Sunday with Cena and Ziggler.
You weren't here early, but Roddy did drop that pipe bomb early. You missed that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Injustice.
Yeah.
I found a picture. Injustice.
But you know what? Me and Paul was talking about that this morning, and you know that's what I said. I won't be surprised to see them get involved with it.
Right.
Since they're going around talking about their writing injustice and shit.
Right.
We're writing injustice.
Speaking of injustice, bringing up a new segment. This is a spot where we talk about someone who we admire, someone we care about, someone we miss, someone who we give them basically the spotlight. T-Shawn Jones. Tonight's spotlight member is
tonight. Spotlight. For me personally, I miss this guy because he's not even here. Like as a wrestler, he's not here. All there is RVD.
Rob Van Dam. The whole fucking show.
I don't like that RVD. I miss the whole fucking show. Like
I know what you're talking about. I'm just talking about
the ECW Rob Van Dam.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Monday Night.
Yeah.
Because I'll say it was when I first saw RVD, on the scene of ECW, it was like, it was, I hate to use the word, but extreme. When he went to WWE, he still had that extreme, but it just was toned down. Like they told him to tone down his arsenal, and it was still great. But now that he's in TNA, I mean, I know he's old, and he can still pull some of the same moves off, but it's not the same RVD that I remember.
No, it seems like him and TNA is just him. They're getting a paycheck. That's about it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
See, I guess that's what happens when you end up smoking a little doobie.
Right.
A little bit of that Rolling Thunder.
I don't think he really wants to be there at TNA, but he knows there he can smoke his little shit and get away with it and still get his little paycheck.
Exactly.
Another thing I read somewhere that he contacted Johnny Ace, the John Laurinaitis, about coming back. It was before he signed with TNA, and he wanted to do the dates contract. You only get used for, you only appear for like so many Raws out of the year and stuff like that.
Oh, he think he's Raw.
He wanted that contract, but TNA.
See, he wanted it that way. That way, when he get ready to make the appearance, his system will be clean.
Right.
That's what it is, bro.
Damn it! If you want to come back, you need to put that baby down, brother.
He won't have that.
You got to do like this. Well, let me tell you something, Jack. If you want to smoke all the doobies you want, brother, you just call little Hogan, and you can roll up with this nigga right here. I mean, brother right here.
There you go. There you go. RVD, dude. You want to smoke all that weed, that bud? All you got to do is give Hulk Hogan a call, brother, and we'll make it happen. All right, dude. Oh, brother.
But let me ask y'all this: like, what is your favorite RVD match? I mean, you can go all the way back if you want, but I'm saying, what was your favorite RVD match or moment?
I'll go with ECW, RVD, Sabu versus Hayabusa and the other guy. What's his name? I want to say his name is Shitonti or something like that. The guy who has tattoos all over his body.
Tattoo on his body. I can't remember his
name. If Ronnie was in here, he would know who the fuck I'm talking about. That one, and of course, the late Eddie Guerrero going 1-on-1 against RVD in a ladder match on Monday Night Raw.
Yes, that one was awesome because you had a fan running,
and getting punched and knocked the fuck out by Eddie.
Right, exactly. When a match gets so heated that a fan has to jump in and shit, So.
And and by the way, it was it's the Frog Splash versus the 5-star Frog Splash.
Right. I have to say one of my favorite RVDs. There's so many of them. I have 3 of them actually. RVD and Sabu versus the Eliminators. Perry Saturn. I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember the other guy, but I know Perry Saturn was one of the eliminators. You know.
Perry. Fuck. I went blank. Never mind. Go ahead.
I had one. Like it was. Not to cut you. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, mine was on I had the already one of a kind DVD.
Mm-hmm.
Like when they had the Alliance and they had the hardcore title. I actually liked it, that Jeff Hardy versus RVD match. That was fucking sick.
And you know what? It was their first. Well, actually, no, it was their second.
The second, because Jeff before was he was a jobber and he lost to RVD. That was a good ass match though.
Yeah. Actually, that was going to be that was my second one. Because it was interesting.
Think of your favorite RVD match.
Oh, y'all talking to me? Sorry, I'm in the midst of cleaning.
It's all good. It's all good.
Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean.
I had to go with the one that y'all talking about. I kind of like that match too.
The Jeff Hardy RVD match for the hardcore title.
What it was?
It was the Invasion.
Yeah, that was the Invasion Alliance. Yeah, I love that. I like me.
Paul Martin, your favorite RVD match?
Any match when he was in the original ECW with Sabu. Those matches were like, the bomb.
Okay, because you got, him and Sabu has epic matches. I will say that. They have epic matches, from all the way from Hostile City Showdown to the Hardcore Heaven.
Yep.
All right. And I have to say, even Jerry Lynn.
Oh, of course. Can't forget that one.
Oh, shit.
I almost forgot about him.
Yeah, so
and speaking of ECW, I still can't get over Kurt Angle saying, the crowd saying to Kurt Angle, you suck, and Kurt Angle saying, your mother taught me how.
Kurt was a fool, man.
I still can't get over that shit.
Brian Jones, your favorite RVD match?
My favorite RVD match. I like, I'm going to go back to ECW days. I like his matches versus Taz.
All right.
Go ahead and turn.
Yeah, go ahead and turn, dude. Go ahead.
Everybody was waiting for the turn signal to stop.
Cut a bitch, go. That's good. Just go.
That was a long ass turn signal.
That's bad. That is bad. I'm gonna stop. Okay, I'm done. I instigated that one.
WCC reminds you not to drink and drive. Buckle up, everybody.
Hey, I am the instigator. I hear stuff. I have to,
Yeah. Please do not drink and drive. If you're gonna drink and drive, have someone drive. It's not a drive.
Have somebody drive with you.
See, this is my thing. I don't drink and drive, but I drive while drinking. I drink while driving.
See, and that reason alone is the reason why you should be standing in the
beat down.
Wait. It don't be alcohol. It be soda.
You stupid. He had to clear that up real quick. Hold on.
Anybody else have anything about RVD you want to share?
I got one. I like RVD versus 420.
Oh wow.
Tell me, he didn't just say that.
I'd love to see that. I'd love to see that match. God damn it.
Our own WCC jobber.
Oh wow. Hey! Don't make me make you the face of the month.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me say this live on the air. WCC, this is the instigator. You are not ready.
See, just for that, I should make you the face of the month, saying that he like blueberries, strawberries, bunnies and rainbows, rabbits and all this other mythical creatures in Never Land.
Unicorns.
And I would prove to everyone in the WCC and all the people listening around the world that you are the Fruit Loop of fruit.
Oh wow!
Damn.
See, sir, I don't even like Fruit Loops. That's where you're invalid.
Well,
you just missed that completely. Next topic.
Nobody have anything else about RVD? I would like to say this: we were going to have the winners of season 6 show up, but you know, due to certain circumstances, they couldn't show up.
Right.
I want to ask everybody here, how did y'all feel when y'all saw, you know, the winners of season 6? It was Heather and I do apologize for Heather and
Lena.
Lena.
Yeah.
I would say that I was shocked to see some women actually won for the first time.
And no, they did not sleep with the point counter. I'm just saying.
Sure. I mean, why? I wasn't even gonna say that, but now you got me thinking.
WCC, you heard it loud and clear.
I did not sleep with the champion. We were up.
Joe just came out his face trying to convince you he didn't do something that nobody said he did.
I'm like, we ain't even accused you.
But I'm feeling guilty.
Uh-oh, there it is.
Because he would do it.
Oh, he would. Oh, really?
So L, how many points? L, how many points were, you know, was what? You know, if you catch my drift, you know, like.
Well, if she bumped Big Mac, if she bumped Big Mac, that would be at least 50 points plus the U.S. title. So hey, thanks a lot, Heather.
Oh, that's what was going on. Okay, now let me just say this on the air to Heather. I know you're listening, Heather. You didn't have to go that low.
Wow.
You know she's gonna have stuff for your ass.
Okay, I just got a message from Michael Brown.
It's kind of wait. It's kind of like Batista when he said, "Duct tape, really? How can anybody stoop that low?"
Well, first of all, why are you guys jealous? I'm just saying. She's been lurking in the shadows all this time, and now you guys finally say something about it. Negro, please.
I just accuse you for shenanigans. That's all.
Hold on. Let me say this. WCC and listening universe, you know, from the top, the instigator has been saying it's a conspiracy. We've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, and now.
On a serious note, Heather Powell, congratulations. Lena, congratulations. I know Lena schedule. She's being a full-time mom. And Heather, our condolences to your family out there. And everybody else, thanks to you guys for calling in. And we will see you guys next Tuesday. For those of you that got Twitter, follow us on Twitter at WCC Live. For those of you that got Facebook, add us on Facebook at facebook.com/group/Wrestling Commentary Central. I'm not cybernetical according to everybody else, the conspiracy guy. But Sean, take it away.
Wow. That's going to be your new name, the Conspirator.
Can you spell that, though?
It'll be Conspiracy.
Wow.
Follow us on Twitter at WCC Live. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Take care.